Good morning, children. Today we are going to start trigonometric function. In trigonometric functions, we concern about the trigonometric ratios. So first of all, I want to explain the terms perpendicular, base, and hypotenuse. And for that, I am going to take a right angle triangle. So let this is ray OX and it is OY. Let there is a point P and this is PM, which is perpendicular to OX. So this is the right angle triangle, and here we use the terms side, opposite to right angle is called hypotenuse. So this is already, it is called hypotenuse. Okay? This is the side opposite to 90-degree angle. Now, what's about the perpendicular? If one angle is 90-degree, we are left with two angles. So that depends on the remaining two angles. It means I write that is side opposite to the angle, that is, let this angle is theta. Theta is called perpendicular. So from three sides of triangle we get two sides. One is, that is, hypotenuse, another is perpendicular. So what's about the third side? Here third side is called base. So we get the term hypotenuse, perpendicular, and base. Now my question is, why there are 6 ratios? Why not 5? Why not 7? So that is 3 sides what's about the name of sides? That is OM, MP, and OP are, or we can say can be arranged taking 2 at a time. In how many ways? In 6 ways. Since arrangement depends on, that is, their number is different. We are going to take 1 at a time, or 2 at a time, or 3 at a time. So that is depend. When we take 2 at a time, what? 2 at a time. So there are how many ways? 6 ways. So that's why there are how many ratios? 6 ratios. Therefore 6 ratios are there. This is the reason. Now just start from trigonometric functions. Trigonometric functions. Trigonometric functions means what? We are going to take the ratio of 3 terms, that is hypotenuse, perpendicular, and base, one by one. Since the arrangement of, that is, when we arrange A and B, so it is different from BA, that's why we get what? 6 ratios. Okay? Now I start the ratio of that is perpendicular and other is hypotenuse is called, that is, sine of the angle concerned. In our cases it is taken as, so right here perpendicular and it is base. So sine of angle theta. This sine of angle theta is written as that is sine theta. So here we get 6 ratios as sine theta is equal to, that is perpendicular divided by hypotenuse. Similarly, other ratios are there. Next one is cosine theta, written as cos theta, and definitely it is base by hypotenuse. Okay, so these two ratios, and with the help of these two ratios, we again when we change, then we get what? That is, next ratio is tangent. So it is written as tan theta. And what is tan theta? Perpendicular by base. Now cotangent, written as cot theta, is equal to base by perpendicular. Next one is secant, written as sec theta, is hypotenuse divided by base. Next one is cosecant, written as cosec theta, it is equal to, that is hypotenuse by perpendicular. So you already know 6 ratios, but it is as a revision. This is the position of 6 ratios. Why only 6 ratios are there, and what's about their rule to get the ratios. So now some more relations are there between the 6 ratios, and that is again, it is known for you, that is reciprocal relation. Reciprocal relation, from this definition we see that, that is cosec theta is equal to 1 by sin theta, sec theta equal to 1 by cosine theta, and cot theta equal to 1 by tan theta. Not only this, we may use sin theta equal to 1 by cosec. At the same time, we write, that is cosec theta into sin theta equal to 1, sec theta into cos theta equal to 1, and cot theta into tan theta equal to 1. Okay, one more relation is there, that is called quotient relation. Which relation? Quotient relation. What's about the quotient relation? Here we get, from this definition only, tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta. At the same time, we may write, that is cot theta equal to cos theta by sin theta. These two relations are called, that is quotient relation. Now we may define the same 6 ratios by using what? That is definition of unit circle. Now definition of trigonometric functions with the help of unit circle. This is new for you. Now let us consider this x dash and x represent x-axis, and that is, at the same time we may say y o y dash represents y-axis. Now a circle is drawn with center O and radius 1 unit. So that's why it is called unit circle. Let this circle intersect the coordinate axis at A, then B, and it is C, and it is D. Okay, so this is the origin and this is the position. So by definition of unit circle, it is 1 unit, it is also 1 unit, it is also 1 unit, it is also 1 unit. So by the coordinate system, coordinates of A are 1 0, coordinates of B 0 1. Here, that is, these are 4 quadrants, first, second, third and fourth. By using their sign, we write that is minus 1, 0, and definitely it is 0, minus 1. Okay. Now, let a point moves from here, from A, and cover an arc of distance, that is theta. This is theta. To take the position PXY. Okay. So here angle AOP. What? Angle AOP is equal to, by theorem number 2, arc AP divided by what? That is radius. So it implies angle AOP. What is the length of arc AP? That is theta. So it is theta divided by what is the radius of unit circle? 1. From here we get angle AOP equal to theta. So I write here theta. When we draw perpendicular from P, then it is perpendicular. Now by definition of, that is abscissa and ordinate, this is x and this is y. It means a perpendicular PN is drawn which is perpendicular to OX. So from here we get OP equal to 1, ON equal to x, and PN equal to y. So in this triangle we get, this is 90 degree, this comes as theta, and actually it is the radius of the circle, 1 unit. Since it is the perpendicular distance of a point from x-axis, that's why it is called ordinate. Since this OAN is the distance of, perpendicular distance of the point from y-axis, so it is x. So in triangle PON, sin theta is equal to what? By definition, sin theta is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse, and it is y by 1. It implies sin theta is equal to y. Similarly, we get cos theta equal to x. Now, tan theta is equal to y by x, cot theta equal to x by y, sec theta is equal to, that is 1 by x, and cosec theta is equal to 1 by y. By using the definition of trigonometric ratios, easily we get. Now in triangle PON by, that is Pythagoras theorem, we get x square plus y square equal to 1. It is equation number 1. Now we may write, that is cos square theta plus sin square theta. What is cos theta? Cos theta is x. So it can be written as x square plus y square, and it is equal to 1. So we get identity number 1, that is cos square theta plus sin square theta equal to 1. At the same time, 1 plus tan square theta is written as 1 plus, what is tan theta? Tan theta is y by x, it is square. So it is equal to 1 by y square by x square. It is equal to x square plus y square by x square by x square, and it is equal to 1 by x whole square. And what is 1 by x? 1 by x is sec theta. So from here we get sec square theta 1 plus. So this is about your second identity. Okay. Now third one is also there. We may write 1 plus cot square theta equal to 1 plus, what is cot? Cot is x by y. So cot square x square by y square, it is equal to x square plus y square by y square equal to 1 by y whole square, and it is equal to cosec square theta. Definitely we get our third identity, and that is 1 plus cot square theta equal to cosec square theta. Now 3 forms are there. Out of 3, one is this one, cos square theta plus sin square theta equal to 1. We may use cos square theta equal to 1 minus sin square theta. We may use sin square theta is equal to. So 3 more forms are there, that is cos square theta equal to 1 minus sin square theta. At the same time, that is sin square theta equal to 1 minus. Same for other identities. So in this way we get our 3 identities. As I know, it is not new for you, you already know, but here this is new to prove this identity or these all 6 using the concept of unit circle, and it is definitely